Yeah. I was sort of used to it at that point. Really, I'd never had anything just given, never just had rides given, so it was just, I wasn't surprised, to be honest. Obviously, I'd been kicked out of the British Talent Cup when it was similar to the Red Bull Rookies, so I think they had a bit of a disliking to me, to be honest. And I just didn't really fit their picture. I was like 11 stone at the time, fat. When you had your little small kids, just probably didn't fit the picture as much as, like you say, Eddie O'Shea did. So it's probably the best thing for them to do at the time.
But it's still, I get it, but it's not right.
No,
because you're champion and champions go through. So for it not to happen, I think it baffled an awful lot of people.
Yeah.
But
I think in their eyes, they thought that they probably hadn't seen the best of Eddie yet. And like you say, a lighter rider. But I know what you're saying. It doesn't make sense from someone looking on the outside, but probably made a bit more sense for them.
Are you comfortable with that decision now for where you are?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't change anything for... I mean, I've got Davey. I have to put up with him now and then.
I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. I understand that.
I'd much rather be doing what I'm doing now. I wanted to be on the bigger bikes anyway. And yeah, I'm totally happy doing what I'm doing now.
That's brilliant. We've known you a couple of years now. I know you're level-headed and you understand how things work. So it's not that you're going to beat yourself up about anything. You make the best of every situation that you've got. Yeah. And I think you're quite right. You never know where this is going to lead when you look at what Rory's done.
Yeah.
And you look at the path he's taken. Yeah. It ain't over yet, kiddo.
No. Yeah. And I mean, it's where you want to be as well. Like, we're definitely in one of the best championships in the world here. And I think it just depends what you want to do as well, really.
This is true. But from your boys' point of view, Dave, you've been in more recent with the team. How have you seen the changes in Franco and how the team's developed?
And I'd met Franco like in passing at Flat Track, where when you see somebody ride and they look so completely natural at doing it, and I kind of assumed that he'd been doing it from like 4 or 5 year old, like say the Neve boys and some of the guys who go in there, and then actually found out later that he started doing it quite late on so that he'd get better in the wet on a Moto 3 bike. And so I'd already seen that boy can ride. And so when I joined last year, we said, right, well, let's start just fiddle with stuff. Let's change the bike in bits where my experience, a lot of it's on setup stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Pete's mega at talking through the riding side of it. I'm more technical, so I wanted to fiddle with the bike and see if we could improve that side of it. And the best thing is with Franco, his feedback's so good. Because obviously on the stock 6 you're not allowed data logging.
No.
So you've got to go on what the rider says. And so he'd come back in and we'd say, right, what does it do, what doesn't it do? And he never comes back and says, oh, it needs a bit more reroute, it needs this and that. He just tells me what the problem is and what he wants it to do, and then we work out a plan. And he's so open to, we'll go, right, I want to try something. It might work, it might not. Try it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But he's so open to trying things, and his feedback's so good. Like, his feel for the bike's really good, so it makes my life much easier because we can try stuff. Yeah. And just having a yes or no answer to whether something's worked or not, you know which direction you're going.